didn't join the voice call. Hey y'all, Aaron here. I'm still setting some things up, so please do give me a moment. GameMaker had an update, so installing the update and making sure that gets distributed to all my teammates. Last stream we worked on Earth's Ultimate, if you recall. By now we have finished it, or at least programmically we finished it. There's probably still a few animations we need to do with Earth. Something we'll do not on stream probably, but for the first part of the stream I'll show you what we did with Earth, and probably we'll do some cleanup. Hopefully we'll get around to working on metals attacks today. That's our goal. Almost ready here. We've updated. Need to need to make sure it works, and then I'm gonna create a branch. Alright. Should be able to show this by now. Come on, load GameMaker. Is it just not wanting to show today? Probably because I just updated it. Doesn't want to show. There we go. There we go. Let me give you a quick look at what we did for Earth's Ultimate. think I had a button for zeros. Where was that? Okay, probably was. So I just put that in for testing. That's max. Okay, no. Oh, whatever. We'll just do it the manual way. I'll create a bunch of dummies. I'll give them a smack. Yeah. Then we'll use our ultimate. I'm a big boy now. Squish. Sweet, so that's what his ultimate is. All the other attacks should still work. They just, some of them don't have animations yet. Especially this one, the rock picking up one. But as far as the programming goes and the functionality, it's done. Oh, well. These rocks shouldn't be like this on the ground. That's an easy fix. We'll go back to master. Fix that. Okay, so that's just the rocks, rock carryable. I think I had said it in the create event. Somewhere here. Intel break. Or did I do it in the create event? Here? Intel break. Okay, I said the default to 200 here. Okay. That'll fix that. Easy peasy. Give that a save. Come on, save it. And I'm going to transfer that over to... Let's switch it over to metal. Excuse me. Okay, good stuff. So metal now. We're gonna work through all of his moves. Primary, secondary, tertiary, and the ult. And we're gonna add in and/or update them as needed. We need these to function just as good or better than the ones previously. I would say just as good. If it's better, then we need to update the other ones to be better. Let's see. Entities, control, or change var to metal. Metal boy. Does he still have the spike under? He does. Interesting. First thing I'm noticing is that even if I'm facing left, it still goes to the right. That's a little jank. And maybe we could add some diagonals to it as well. That would make it a little more dynamic. Yeah. Let's make that the plan for now. So first of all, what spawns the smooth? Probably in here. Metal. And if they're pushing up, we spawn it at 90. Pushing down, spawn at negative 90. That makes sense. If we're pushing up, let's also test if C left. If we do that, we'll spawn it at we'll spawn it at, so up left, so that's 90 plus 45, 135. Else if C right. In that case, we'll spawn it at 45 degrees. Else do that. Similar to down, right? If push down, we want this thing to go down, negative 90. If we do, I'm probably gonna update this to, instead of negative 90, we'll say 270. If we do left, that'd be 45 less, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, so 25. Else if we're pushing right, we wanted to do 45 more, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 31, 5. And then if you're not pushing left or down, then let's just do another check for if we're pushing left. Else if we're pushing left, go left, so 180. Else if we're pushing right, go to the right, which is 0 degrees. If we're not pushing any direction at all, we could do whichever way we're facing. So it's probably by way of facing direction, which is either 0 or 1. Times 180 minus 180. I always forget. It's facing direction. Left equals false, right equals true. So in this case, false would be 0 for left. So wouldn't this be, right? Is it false for left? True for right. So if facing direction is false or 0, we want it to be 180. So I think we'd want 180 minus facing direction. Because if it's false, we want it left, which is 180. So 180 minus 0. If it's true, we'll do 180 minus 180. That would make that 0. Honestly, I hate how we called it facing direction. Can we change this to facing right? I feel like that would make a lot more sense. Anyways, hopefully that breaks absolutely nothing. Oh, good. Okay, well, what does this do? This creates a new object, metal spike. Damage is this one. Call that damage. Team is this one. Call it team. That one. Direction. Style. This is capital I, capital X. Okay. Now we don't need all that junk. Okay. Ta-da! A little cleaner. This creates a metal spike. Gets the attack defaults, gets the extend. And then we have the same exact thing here. We don't need to recreate that. If instance exists, spawn by destroy and exit. Okay. If it hits twice, it destroys? That's what that's saying, I believe. Okay. A little odd. So if I get hurt twice, make the spike go away. If I get hit twice, test if caster gets hit twice. If caster gets hit twice. So caster gets hit. You're an entity. So this is doing the whole HP. Oh, this is gross. Gross. This can get replaced with like add velocity, vector add V, no, vector add H, speed vector add. We want other dot velocity. So what are we doing here? We're saying when we hello, we are back. Trevor decided, I guess he was doing maintenance or something for the internet during stream and knocked out the power to the modem. Huh? Don't word it like that. What do you want me to say?
It was an accident.
I know, but what were you doing that caused the accident?
I was looking for a spare cable.
Oh, he was looking for a spare cable and somehow knocked into the modem and unplugged it. All right. What were we doing? We were taking a look at this. With parent entity, we're checking if there's a place meeting between them and the spike. So I'm curious if we want to do it this way, or do we want to... I want to see if we want to do this, or go through a list and do collisions from the spike to the entity. I don't know what would be better. I assume spike to the entity instead of each one doing its own check. Let me pull up how we do that with something like the wave thruster. Yeah, collision lines. Let's just do this. Let's copy this. And we'll modify it. we'll say if place meeting with parent entity. If so that's what this is doing. And instead of collision line list, we'll do instance place list. Hi Zario, good to see you. Sorry if I was distracting you. Forgot you were gonna be streaming. Nah. Well, I had some extra spare time because we lost internet. Object. Let's see. Parent entity. List is L. Ordered false. Okay. So this should go through our objects. Oop. My headset just turned off. Didn't hear anything. Just finished mowing some of the lawn. It was a pain in the butt. That does sound like a pain. Let me check the email again just to make sure. It does say $75 per month. Wait, I'm confused. Why does it go from $80 per month for 2 lines to $75 per month for 3 lines? I am now realizing there might be an error because it goes from 50 to 80 to 75 to 80 to 95, I think, to 100. I don't know. I think there's a little bit of an error here. Okay, so correction. For 2 people, it's $40. So yeah, $40 is right. Times 4. That is weird. Their the pricing doesn't make sense. $50 for 1 person, a total of $80 for 2 people. A total of $75 for 3 people. How does adding an extra person decrease the total we pay? Somebody messed up. That's why it only goes for you $40, right? To adding 1 more person, which would be 25 plus 25 is 50. That might get changed later once someone figures that out. Well, no, $75 total. So 25 I pay, $25 you would pay, $25 Haley pays. So that's $50 from y'all. It is 50. I'm just saying that total, what Google is getting is $50 for 1 person. If they do 2 people, it's $80. 3 people, it's $75. You see, that doesn't make sense, right? The more people on the plan, the total the company should be receiving, right? It doesn't make sense. But hey, if they want to give us a discount for adding a 3rd person, I ain't gonna complain. Anyways, let's check our collisions, right? So if there's an enemy we're colliding with, for all the enemies we're colliding with, we're going to do 2 things. We're going to apply damage. What is other dot velocity? I don't know what other dot velocity is, but it's doing it already, so we're going to do it. And for other, equals other dot velocity. What is this other dot velocity? Hold on. Velocity equals 15. Okay. It's just a number. Oops. equals directed to. This doesn't make any sense. When we create this spike, first of all, where's the creation script? Is it in scripts still? Or maybe down here? It is down here. Metal spike. Okay. We're moving you up and here. Organization. Okay, so it does set it to dire. So we don't need directed to. We need dire now. Anyways, we're still gonna move this up here though. So this is applying to other, which is the current entity, so we won't say other anymore. We'll say that. But even then, we're affecting spawned by's velocity. So why not just use a speed vector add to spawned by with spawned by. We're gonna speed vector add. Is there like one for objects? No. Okay, whatever. We're gonna add velocity to in the direction of. So like they said, if it's 0, we're going opposite direction. So it'll be dire plus 180. Now we don't need all that junk. It's not junk. It's perfectly valid code, but it is now. Simplified. Wrong number of arguments for scripts. You right. Then what are you complaining about here? Variable only referenced once. You're right. We're applying it to attack damage. So let's pass it into here. Object on attack direction. Pay damage. Man, it's just gonna be easier if we do with object. All this one. What do we do for other damage things? If I go back to Earth, which we were working on last time, and I go to no here, damage for the wave thruster. Okay, they do it in the, okay. Keeping up with consistency, let's do that. So we're not gonna have object here. We're just gonna say with object, do the damage. Mara, easy peasy. Let's see if this looks beautiful, not janky at all. I crashed. What? We had an error. Yeah. Part type direction. Part direction, not sort of reading it. Direction 2. Part type direction. Direction 2 is now dire. Interesting. Okay, so I probably need to look through all this real quick. If frame is not equal to 10, frame plus. Okay. If instance exists, spawn by, we're going to teleport to the location minus spawn by to message times 5 times spawn by dot sign. Anyways, spawn by animation tape equals anim dot wall sliding. If we're not wall sliding and our frame is less than or equal to 10, we have a particle, which is the metal spark, and its direction will equal dire minus 80, dire minus 80 plus 30. What is this doing? This is min direction and max direction. So wouldn't we want 895 and then plus 30, 9, 8, 7, 6, 65. A little bit of increase, a little bit. I'd have to see the effect to really know, but I'll mark the original here. Was 180 plus 180, 180 plus 30. Okay. If there's a collision check to the right and dire is 0, this is the velocity, shake screen, particle effect. If there's collision to the left, shake down to the particle effect. Okay. So it sounds like what we really need is just the particle created. But no, it gets created the same either way. Okay, hold on. I think that's true. I think we just need that. This can go on the outside. So, depending on which direction, if there's a collision check, we create the particle. I don't know, we do need this. This is what sets the velocity. We could create just a small function real quick. Why don't we just do this? Since they're all kind of the same. We do or that. Or that. Or that. Oops, didn't mean to delete it all. Just that. Now it makes sense. If it's right and the direction is 0, if the dire is 0, it's put it to the right. The dire is 180, and the collision, check it there. How about instead we just check if it's inside a wall? So, hold on, we'll comment this out. How about if we just do if place meeting xy parent wall, then set of velocities. This will be width spawned by speed vector at 15 in the opposite direction. So yeah, just do 15. Direction is dire times 180 plus 180. And oh, we definitely don't want the shake screen thing. This is global shader set I don't know. What's the amount typically for this? 8s, 5, 8s. Let's do 5. I don't want to shake it too much. Alright, let's see what that ends up looking like. Okay, so we still had an error not set before reading it. Ooh, I know what it is. Other dot dire. Although I shouldn't have been colliding with it all. We'll see. Oh, I am realizing. Here. This is probably what happened. Other dot dire and other speed. This should be checking if object.team is not equal to team. Why is velocity game subtracted by 2 here, by the way? Okay. Draw spread extend, sprite metal spike, direction 2. Okay, so there's something in the drop down. Direction 2. Stab. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, that's cool. Diagonals work. There's just some extra collision that shouldn't be happening. Oh, interesting. Even though it was along this wall, I didn't get any velocity. it works. Woo! Okay, let's do. Let's. It's fun, but let's fix it. As borderline unusable. We need. So not a place meeting, maybe a collision point would do a little better. So XY, we want the Y. Man, how do we want to do this? Where even is XY? The Y, so it's in the center. We want the to be X plus length dire X or I don't know, 32, no, 16. Dire being the dire that we're going. Whereby goes this length. Not the dire that we're going, but the dire that we're facing. So now we do that. There's a collision. I guess frame is here so we don't have it happen after, so we'll just set that to 11. Okay, that should make that work a little better. Precise, doesn't need to be precise, and doesn't need to check for none. Okay, one other thing too. I kind of want the velocity to get added to whatever you hit. So with object, we're also gonna add some velocity to you. I also want to do if velocity is less than or equal to 4, instance destroy. I assume this is like you can bounce on something and then you can bounce multiple times. Think of like the Smash Brothers jumping on people's head. Like you get lower each time. At some point I want that spike to just go away. Because think about if the velocity becomes negative and y'all get like attracted to each other. It'd be a little awkward. Let's spawn in a dummy. Oops. Oh. Velocity. Object, tell me that velocity. Oops. Other dot velocity. Yep, you're right. What am I doing? Enemies, dummies, bottom in. We're switching over to metal. Okay, I think I probably do have to do 32 instead of 16 for this. 32. That way it does detect. There's an image index to this. Okay. I guess we could do to make it slightly more dynamic, we could do var length equals to 32 times image index divided by 3. That means it would more closely follow the tip. Oh, stop. Minimum of 3. Or maximum of 3, technically. Eh. 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 I wanted to get more velocity. More velocity! Anyways, if we spawn in a dummy, and we like jump on its head. Oh god! Probably should have a variable tracking how many times they've been hit. So, very similar to how this one works. Nope. Earth, secondary. By the way, thruster has it. Yeah, find out next one. Yep. So we will do something similar. In our create, we need the list. Collision list. Is this a collision list where it just never gets usable again? I probably want the other one. Is it handler? No. There's one where it can get damaged multiple times. I'm trying to remember. Incendiary Domain probably has this system. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we gotta go back to Metal Spike. We're gonna drag you up here. Here. Begin step. This is where the collisions happen. After the collisions, we reduce time from recently hit. Where's our recently hit? Recently hit. Got it. Okay. And then this, when it gets destroyed, perform relieve. Just destroys the particle emitter. I don't care about that. We just care about in here. Variable struct set 50, and we want the if is undefined that. Okay. There's a collision, the baddie. And is undefined recently hit objects. I guess object. Variable set recently hit to 50. That should add it to our struct. making it to where we can only hit the same enemy every 50 frames. Here we go. So if I just stand here and do it downwards. 50 frames is a little too less. How about what we do instead? 50 frames, we do 20 frames. And then also for the particle type, when it gets created, let's put it at the tip of the spike. Okay, what else do we need? Yeah. I wanted the velocity that was added to the player to be a lot more. So maybe like 30, 20, 25. And probably the velocity from enemies, maybe 20. Our game is very mobile. So I like high movement for things. This guy paying me a lot more than than I charged it for. That's nice of him. Entity, spawn enemies dummy, pachow. Spawn the dummy in. Metal. Oh yeah, look at that height gain. That's what I like to see. So fun stuff. You could if you're heading along. That's kind of cool. Heading along, and then I want to do a fun jump. I could real quickly hold in the opposite direction. As long as you hold F. Because if I hold this way, I'm just going to create a spike this way. But if I let go, push the opposite direction, like down right, and then spike, just as long as I hold F, it stays out. So you can like, you can do a cool jump. Let's see, how much speed can you get from that? Oh, massive! Dude, that's actually height. That's faster than you can normally get from dashing. Dude, that's a tech. I love it. A viable tech. Because your normal speed is just isn't there. Metal's very somewhat slow, but if you can do that, just like launch at somebody. It takes a little too long to cause the spike, but I know how to fix that. Entity, let's see. Let's spawn in a dummy. And then go down, F on him. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, but if I spawn in a stickler. I don't know if I like the velocity decreasing each hit. Oh gosh. I got launched from the... I got launched from it. Whoa! You get mega velocity. Oh gosh, I swiped off of it too soon. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't show most of that. Gosh dang it. That's okay. I'll show you in a bit. Metal spike. I'm not liking the whole decreasing in velocity thing and eventually it getting destroyed. I'm thinking we just get rid of that. No, maybe that'll be nicer. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I wanted... I already forgot something I wanted to do. It was here. So this needs to just be 2 and 2. That'll make it happen quicker. I think the animation is actually... like it comes out... Boing. It has that animation, but we instead are like moving it out like manually. I don't know. It works right now, so that's all I really care about. It looks fine. It actually does look pretty good. Woo! Woo! Dude, you could like go up a wall like that. If walls are like really close together, you could like. I guess not, because if you're holding against a wall, you can get stuck on the wall. I guess I want it, like, if you press F against the wall, you push off of it. I don't like that I get stuck here, even though I'm pushing F. What is the code for player smush on wall? Is there like a separate thing for like metal related to the walls? Like here, no. Max your jumps one. Oh god, this absolutely breaks things. If there happens to be more than one metal spike on screen, this is gonna kill all of them. What we need to do is similar to Earth, where we assign this as it's being carried. So we say if object or carry object, play the sound and get destroyed. Oh, I see. This is the check for making sure it's the same ID. I still want to do the carry object thing though, so that you can't do other attacks while it's out. So with Earth, I need to check the way Earth does it. We'll just search for carry object equals. Alright. Now we need to look for a metal spike. What is the attack called? Metal spike. Okay, so we'll say carrying object equals that with the bar dire being the thing we put into here. And then, so for each of these, we need to say dire equals that. Something I probably should have done from the start. That way we only call the function one time in case we need to edit it. Makes it easier to edit one instead of all of them. Okay. Is that all we need? When you release the rock, this probably would just go inside the rock section. Did I get everything I need? What is this in for? This N4 is for the metal. This N4 is for release key, I hope. Okay. Hold key. Okay. If it's case object attack metal spike, don't really need to reach in for it. IMO. And that means we don't need to reach in here. Okay. I think this is all good. We'll do one final test, see if we need to edit anything else. Or maybe some errors happen. And then we'll call it a night. Let's spawn in our dummy. We'll get some metallicness. And we crashed. Carrying object or carrying by equals self. Carrying object carrying by self. So that was here. Oh, does this not return an object? It does not. Easy fix. Oh. Unable to find instance for object index. What? So that's here. Carrying object object index. Well, it's getting set here. This is the object. Should have an object index. Hmm. I'm also realizing this needs to be if C A3 not A1 3, meaning we released the key. Anyways, this doesn't explain why that's not a thing. Let's do a quick test run. Debugger. Okay. So carrying object is this. It's the sound effect. Dire. So this object does exist. It's the team color again. And it sets that object, carrying object to that. Okay. Looks through all the animation code. Okay, good stuff. We probably want this to come all the way back around to here. Okay, so at this point, we still should have a carrying object. It's the same ID. Okay. Because so many things. Why did it even go through all that? Wasn't it supposed to stop at carrying objects? Line 1299. I'm a little confused. Okay. Well, we just hit play again. Carrying objects. 1299. Still set properly. Still exists. So it goes through all the things again. Okay. It is checking if the object indexes that, then destroys it. Oh, is it because we never set the carrying object to that anymore? It's like we need to say carrying object equals none? Probably? Is that the whole reason? Is that really the whole reason? Can't, right? That is the whole reason. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it's good now. Let's test it on an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can just keep on doing it, huh? Let's add a little something here. Let's make it have a minimum velocity that it bounces off at. Speed vector add, so this guy, speed vector add. First of all, speed direction. Let's create a speed vector add minimum. So speed add equals I like how we use sine degree to add direction when we could do length dire x. Right? Like this would be the same thing. Length dire x speed direction. Length dire y speed direction. I need to do all this complicated trigonometry when it's built into GameMaker. Anyways, speed add x and speed add y. So v speed will equal. It depends if v speed is greater than or equal to 0. Or no, if speed add y is greater than or equal to 0, we'll say it's the min of y and y plus v speed. Wait, we already know. Oh, okay. If v speed is like negative. So then we want the max. We want the max of those. Yeah. For if it's less than 0. Or we can just say else. We want the min of speed to add plus speed. Yeah. And then same for x. H speed. Speed to add x, H speed. Haha. X. Okay. Whew. So now we use that. Here. For the object, we'll just do speed add. For the spawned by, we'll make sure it's a minimum velocity. That'll reduce the bounciness, or the bouncy for varyingness from it. At least it should, in theory. Get our dummy in. Spawn in our metal guy. And now we go boing. Yep, that totally got rid of the varyingness. Oh, interesting, you can't do a dash while in this state. Wait, why is it pushing me that way? Why is it pushing me that way? Speed vector add minimum. Speed add x. This is speed direction. So it should be pushing me right. If speed add x is greater than or equal to 0, we're finding the max of speed add x. And speed add x plus h speed. I mean, that should be working, right? Let's create a breakpoint there and see that looks like. Okay. I'm gonna spawn in as metal and hit a wall that's on my left. Oh, why am I already hitting a breakpoint? Okay. Get rid of that breakpoint. Eh. Okay. Entities change far. Metal. And then boop. Okay. So it's already hitting a wall. No, this is just a different breakpoint. Now it's hitting a wall? Wait, what? Did it not? Huh? Oh, this is the wrong breakpoint. It needs to be... Oh. Oh. Oh, oh. Yeah, needs to be this break. Speed vector and... Oh, so that means this is an issue with this. Like there, X, like there, Y. Oh, because I'm dumb. This is H speed and V speed. Easy fix. I was adding vertical velocity to the horizontal variable. Ah! Okay. Wait, why am I spelling it again? Yeah. 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 Okay, so now it works. Whoa. I can just have this spike out and go boing. 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 So you can get some height. That's a little bit of an awkward layering issue, isn't it? The dashes go behind the tree. Yeah, anyways. That should be it for today. I'm pretty happy with the way the spike works now. Particle effect 2 creates from a nice spot. Let's test this over here. Oh, right. I wanted it to where it bounced off when you were on a wall. Let's do that real quick. It should be somewhere in this player step, I think. All right. Speed equals to 0, maybe? Nice. Debug variable false code is running. Fire shotgun. Knockback around it. Slide animation here. On ground. Touching previous. Yeah, this is all the same thing. Okay. Where is that? Is that related to... Is that related to wall sliding, perhaps? Okay. Isn't there something that modifies Isn't there something that modifies the wall sliding speed? Sticking and needle. Wall slide in general. Merits and parent entity. I know the collisions for wall sliding are, but sliding is wall sliding, V speed does set the H speed to negative, or H speed to 0. This is parent entity step. I wonder if that's basic window. I wonder in the attack. Where's the attack code? Attacks, fire, metal, spike. This is in the end step when it gets velocity against a wall. Why wouldn't that give it velocity while it's on a wall? You know what I'm saying? There's like not a reason that it doesn't give velocity. That doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason. Oh shit, what is this? Just a little bit, by the way. 22. There's no reason that it doesn't give velocity. Yeah. I mean, there has to be a reason, right? Like, it doesn't give velocity. But what is that reason? I don't know. Let's go back to here. If we're wall sliding, our H speed is 0. Is this really the cause of this? We can test it by doing a break there. And then no. Yes. No. We'd have to do the break here. And then essentially afterwards put the break there. This doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, because it sets the velocity. Oh, well, I guess it could make sense. It sets the velocity and then next frame it stops. So there's not like an advancement of frame movement-wise between it. Let's just see. Okay, so if I'm sliding against the wall and I press attack. Wait, the code doesn't even trigger? Oh, this code doesn't even trigger, so that's why. Length is 32 times min of image index. Oh? This is supposed to be image frame? Why is image index 413? Why is length 16? Okay, this... Oh, image index spawned by. Okay. Let's put in the breakpoint there. We're gonna go high, yeah. Why did that not create a breakpoint? didn't break it all there. What? It broke there. Image index 0, which means X and Y will become 722 and yeah. Right. Like that works. How is this not colliding with the wall? What? Oh, now it's trying? Oh, I'm dumb. And we're not wall sliding. Well, no wonder. Okay, so if we're not wall sliding, so just get rid of that. If frame is less than 10. I want it to happen while you're wall sliding. Like, spike off of it. Yeah. Okay. So while I'm on the wall, while I'm on the wall, my H speed still gets set to 0, which probably could get fixed if we just move this to the step event instead, or begin step, one or the other. Let's try changing this. Actually, we'll move it to the begin step. Or no. Let's change it to the step event. We want this to happen technically after the player's code. That's okay. Like it should, but hopefully it will. Oh, the teleporting thing, right. That's the reason we have it in insta. Does this fix it though? It kind of does. It still sets it to 0 though, so really not a fix. Okay, we're moving it back. Change event to instep. We just need to make it to where you're no longer sliding on the wall. Next frame. What can I do to trigger that? I can put us in a state of heavy knockback. I could disable collisions entirely for a frame. Those neither of those sound like good ideas. You could set it to an animation override real quick, but what we could do is say if I guess it'd be collision check right, and H speed is greater than 0. H speed is less than 0, or equals to 0. And for left, same thing, but for less than. That would make it to where it only sets it to 0 depending on which direction you're going. Heck yeah. Okay, let's try it on a wall. Ooh, that kind of works. Sort of. Sort of. Wait, why does it still not work? Let's check our thing again. Clear an entity. We're selecting collision right if our HP is greater than 0. This probably would be a better test to check if we're colliding right. We already are checking. I'm confused. I'm confused by this whole thing. This can't be it, right? Now that I'm thinking about it, because here's the thing: we are setting velocity here. We're saying speed vector add. We're saying, hey, h speed is this. So that's causing the h speed to become negative, which means that when we check for a collision, there's not going to be a place meeting to the wall. So that's telling me something else is causing the collision, or the h speed equaling to 0. One of these times, h speed is 0. Spike gravity. What the heck is spike gravity? I know it's spike gravity. Like, right, it just can't be, right? It sets the velocity. I suppose we can test it. Again, we can do a marker here. Do the bug test. I'm going to cut metal and go to a wall. I'm gonna go to the same wall we always testing on. And if we oops, we're here and we go hiya, trying to add velocity, but what if I also check if this code's running? Boop. Now we hit play. This code ran. Speed is equal to 1. Why is h speed equal to 1? So now we need to know where h speed is equaling to 1. If wall sliding direction is right, which we were wall sliding last frame. Wall sliding timer frames. Okay, so we actually need to set wall sliding direction to like none or something. Or 0 looks like. If collision is wall sliding. Okay. So here, this is why. It still thinks we're wall sliding. Okay. So all we need to do is set wall sliding to false. For this guy. Hope and pray that it works. Whew, I am hungry. Yay! Okay. Whew. I am calling it for today. By golly. Whew. We got a lot done. I feel like this move is pretty done. Feels solid. Let's see if I spawn in a bunch of floaty boys. Barn, barn, barn. Barn, barn, barn. Oh, it's sending them the wrong direction. Yeah, it's sending them the same direction as me. Oops. When we collide, we definitely don't want a 180 direction. Last change. But yeah, I feel like we got it in this state. Feels good. Functions well. It's fun to use. It makes sense. Hopefully is balanced. It's more of a later down the line problem though. Spot. Good drone. Get you a bunch of these guys out of here. Dude, they just get launched. Maybe they don't need as much velocity. We'll just a fourth of the velocity. Fourth of it instead. But yeah, that'll be the end of the stream, y'all. You can catch me next Sunday with our Social Sunday streams. That's where we do VR chat. We go hang out with the community and anybody else that wants to join. Typically we go explore a map. And then on Mondays, what do we do on Mondays? We have our Music Mondays. That's our Beat Saber streams. Just chill out, listen to songs while doing some cool Beat Saber maps. Whoa, that is still too much velocity for the player. Which, that's an easy fix. I can just do velocity. We'll just change velocity to like 18. Just slightly less. Okay. Then of course on Wednesday we have our miscellaneous midweeks. We're going through one shot at the moment. And finally, the one you're watching now. It's our Game Dev Fridays. Alrighty. We'll do this one last test, and if all looks good, we're calling it a night. Eh. Ooh. I like how I could just sit here inside the thing. These guys can not hurt me. But that's okay. These guys still can. Or maybe not. No, somehow they cannot hurt me. I'm outranging them. I guess if I hit them from the backside, yeah, they still get hit. Well, anyways, I'm calling it tonight, y'all. I've had a long day. I hope y'all have a great weekend, and hopefully I'll catch you on Sunday. Bye-bye!